guys, which anime is this? So I was reading the newspaper maybe a week ago, maybe it was 2 weeks, I really don't remember. And I saw this ad by TikTok in the newspaper. The really funny thing is it comes with a QR code too. Now, I read the newspaper, so obviously there's some people that this QR code can cater to, but there's a guy at the coffee shop who usually reads the newspaper, and I ask him for the newspaper after he's done. So I know he doesn't know how to use a QR code. And I think I'm safe to say the majority of people who read the newspaper usually aren't thinking about QR codes. So, as you guys know, I used to work at the parent company of this app, and I have not really talked about ByteDance for a while. In fact, I probably haven't talked about ByteDance since 2018 because it's like it was such a far part of my past. There was one former coworker, I almost want to say his name. He was so annoying, and he no longer works there, right? He would always try to talk about the most controversial issues with me, like politics and religion and all that. And I had to tell him, literally, I one time told him, this is the funniest reply. I was like, dude, I don't have emotional availability to humor you. Anyways, back on point. So, look what this ad says. We're making significant investments to protect user data. TikTok. And then we take your concerns around data security seriously. At TikTok, we're building systems that are tailor-made to address concerns about data security. Those systems will be overseen by a U.S. team specifically tasked with managing all access to U.S. user data and securing the TikTok platform. We're protecting your personal data and the integrity of the platform while still allowing you to have good or global TikTok experience you know and love. Scan for more information. So, I know two people who still work at TikTok in the batch that I used to be coworkers with. So, I actually texted one of them. He didn't reply to me, but I texted one of them. I'm like, you gotta stop doing this, man. Because it seems like this one, I mean, I'm sure TikTok knows everyone's onto them, but this just seems like you're guilty, man. You know what I mean? You're taking out such a big newspaper article. But then I thought about this later, and I'm glad I made this a few weeks later, or however many weeks later after I saw this, because I realized the people that care enough to call their senators, I call the senators, assemblymen, whatever, right? But most people who call are a little older than me. So it is actually pretty genius to cater towards a newspaper crowd, because if someone really cared to talk to your representatives or talk to someone in power, it would be someone reading the newspaper. So I just find it funny. That's all. I just want to show you guys this because I don't know how many of you get the New York Times. This was New York Times, March 20th. So funny. Even the language in here is pretty vague, you know. We're building systems, so the systems aren't there yet, right? So data security is still an issue, right? That's what it says. These systems will be overseen by a U.S. team. So it's a U.S. team, but are they under someone, right? Even this is kind of vague enough to not really assuage fears. Assuage, for anyone that English isn't your first language, assuage just means make you feel better. So make you feel less, basically. So, yeah, it's pretty funny. I love that we're building systems that are tailor-made. So, it's not made yet. And then overseen by U.S. team, but are they managed by U.S. team? Managing all access to U.S. user data. But what about, like, British or Australian? Does that mean you're gonna still... Okay, whatever. You know, I don't want to imply anything. I just found the wording and the... Everything. The wording, the planning, the timing of this really, really funny. So, I got no bone to pick. You know, I've been done with that since 2018. And I have so many emails from people, I guess these were reporters, who are like, Jerry, can you talk to me about TikTok? And what the heck do I know? I don't know anything. I just know enough to have a little laugh at PR campaigns. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What do you think about the recent stuff in the news, man? I listened to a little bit about its current CEO's little grill session, in Congress. And then I follow this one channel that talks a lot about this stuff, and he was reading the bill that's being discussed right now by Congress. But I don't really have too much of a stake or opinion on this. So if you guys want to debate this in the comments, feel free to. Okay, guys.